kid, my very first thing, I was not in the Mormon church. I go back and try it. Well, what an honor it is to be here and to listen to Jill, to listen to Natasha, read the words. I was here 2 years ago when Momaday came to the festival. And it was one of the extraordinary things to be in his presence, to shake his hand, to chat with him, to listen to him. And I feel, as Terry said, that the presence is here. And one of the most extraordinary things about literature, and in particular his literature, is the ability for us to remain and to be here beyond our physical presence on this earth. Stories remain. We can have a lot of things taken away from us. We can have our land taken away from us. We can have our houses taken away from us. We can have our identities taken away from us. We can have our histories even taken away from us. But we cannot have our stories taken away from us. And that is one of the things that I think about today in this tribute and in this moment. That the stories and the words and the patchwork of words that he created are so alive. And I can feel it, like those meteors you talked about. There's 1,000 meteors, zipping through this room right now, and they all belong to end stop Momaday. It's a really beautiful thing to be able to sit up here and to pay tribute to one of the world's greats. For me, what's particularly important was the way that he was a part of the knitting together of world literature. So when I think of him, and when I met him and talked with him, I mentioned Chinua Achebe. He seemed like a perfect parallel person in world literature, and things fall apart. We talked about Yeats, we talked about that poem. I also felt, and still feel, very much that he was knitted together with Seamus Heaney. So to be in his presence, I felt that he